That's it. A handful of Battlefield games, Dead Space 2, and other EA games have seen their online services and servers shut down. It might seem somewhat inevitable for online games to see their player base dwindle over time, especially as newer games in their series come out, but it's still a sad moment. 7 EA games saw their online services shut down on December 8th, with 4 of those available on PC until that day. Absolute classics like Battlefield Bad Company 2 and Dead Space 2 were among them, and some of these can't even be purchased on digital storefronts anymore. It's a sad day for some of the best multiplayer games out there. Battlefield Bad Company, Bad Company 2, and Battlefield 1943 were even fully delisted from storefronts back in April, so you can't even buy them or play them online privately, or even experience their campaigns. Some of these games never came to PC, so not every game in the list is having online services shut down. But to go through them, we do have Dead Space 2 on the PC, Crysis 3 is being shut down, Mirror's Edge Catalyst, Battlefield Bad Company 2, Battlefield Bad Company, Battlefield 1943, and are you ready for this one? Dante's Inferno. The Dead Space 2 shutdown has been a particularly touching one, as while you can still easily pick up and play the game via Game Pass and Steam on PC, the multiplayer for the game, which saw humans face off against necromorphs Left 4 Dead style, is gone forever. Dead Space 2 is a phenomenal game, and that campaign alone is worth the price of admission. The Dead Space Necro posting Discord actually got together to celebrate the multiplayer in organized play sessions, emphasizing people record and screenshot what they could. That's the trouble with online games. While many of us want to keep these things alive and documented, if we haven't by the time they go offline, they're just gone forever. So next time you hear about a game shutdown, get your friends back together, record some footage, take some screenshots, and at least remember the good times. If you want some online fun, I highly suggest checking out VR either on the PC or the PlayStation VR 2. Oh man, there are so many great multiplayer games in VR right now, and it's just so much more immersive. You're gonna love it, trust me. I would highly suggest the PlayStation VR 2 if you already have a PS5. It's a small price to pay to get a huge update out of your game console. This is cool and something we normally don't get to see: behind-the-scenes footage of the first Grand Theft Auto game. It really shows how far the game has come and game development itself. Rockstar Games, the company behind the GTA franchise, released the trailer for GTA 6 recently, and fans went crazy for it. Returning to Vice City, an amped-up version of Miami, the game is 10 years in the making, and we can see why it needed all this time to create after looking at its development back in 1996. Ahead of the GTA 6 release in 2025, let's take a trip down memory lane and see how the first ever GTA game was made. The original Grand Theft Auto was released way back in 1997. It was created by DMA Design, which is now the Rockstar North studio based in Scotland. Before the first GTA was released, the BBC got a first-hand look at how it was created. Technology journalist Rory Sellin spoke to one of the designers to find out what the hotly anticipated release was all about. The designer was filmed on a chunky white computer playing a game which looks vastly different to the GTA we know today. It looks like a top-down view of a street with cars driving in both directions, hardly the high-octane game we know today, in fact much more reminiscent of Frogger if you look at it. Explaining the game, the designer told Jones that well, it's a mission-based driving game where basically you're driving around the city, stealing cars and running over pedestrians. pretty tame stuff, he joked. A segment also revealed the behind the scenes of motion capture and hilariously showed a young guy called Darren putting the tech to use. He was seen grappling with thin air and throwing punches at nothing while wearing a skull cap and knee pads with white dots all over him, so the team could pick up his movements and capture them into the game. It's safe to say the franchise has come a long way, as the new GTA 6 trailer shows, and anticipation still remains sky high, but you'll have to wait till 2025 to get your hands on it. Speaking of GTA, did you know that Grand Theft Auto Online is one of the most popular online multiplayer games available? And it is the season once again for Rockstar to drop another massive and free update. And this time, not only has the company added a whole new chop shop business, but it's also added drift races, new cars, and if you're on a next-generation console, animals as well. Yes, it took a decade and 3 console generations to finally add GTA Online animals into this massive map. Sure, everyone is very excited about Rockstar's next game. Grand Theft Auto 6, the first trailer for the long-awaited sequel, blew up the internet earlier this month and has already racked up over 130 million views. But don't think Rockstar has forgotten about GTA Online, and no doubt the big moneymaker will be coming over to the new game eventually. Its new update might not be as exciting as a new GTA sequel, but it's something that we get our hands on right away. It's still a great reason to return to the aging online crime sim, if only because now you and some friends can hit a deer doing 180 while outrunning the law. However, if you play GTA, you can't actually go 180. I want to say it tops out at 120 is the fastest you can go. It's a little restrictive, but I understand you can't have one player going 200 miles an hour in a sea of online gaming. GTA Online's 1.68 patch, better known as the Chop Shop update, is a big one. It's adding 11 new cars, 300 plus pieces of clothing, 32 new tattoos, birthday gifts, daily challenges, a large new 100 car garage for GTA Plus subscribers, and a whole new business. A long list of general improvements too, including bug fixes, a new rifle, and even the ability to unlock and own police vehicles legitimately without using mods or hacks. The big star of the update is the chance for players to buy and operate their very own illegal chop shop. Owning the new chop shop will also let players drive a tow truck, which opens up a whole new side hustle in which you can tow away vehicles and have them chopped up for extra money. All in all, it's another solid update for GTA Online that helps keep it from feeling too old and creaky after a decade of service. Yeah, 10 years old this game is. It's also a sign that, at least for now, Rockstar has no plans to let its most successful video game wither away and die. But with GTA 6 coming, we'll have to see if things change by 2025.